This is Salamancer. You are watching SalTV Competitive TF2, and I heard these guys having a little bit of a conversation before the match. Just want to let you guys know what they were saying, and it was, hey, soldier, do you know how to unlock this this treasure chest on my back? LOL, I don't know. I'm just a soldier. But anyway, I did find that really awesome little pose there, so I thought I had to get it by Bravo. We are watching a UGC 6v6 Steel Division game between Nut Up or Shut Up in the blue and Space Jam in the red. I gotta tell you, I keep seeing Ragnar Jam in the red, and I want to say Boner Jams because that's a pretty awesome 6v6 player and name, but no, he is sadly not in this game. On the other hand, though, the Nut Up or Shut Up team apparently consists of mostly players from the Syndicate, so it's going to be nice to see how they do in this game. Right now on UGC, I'm sorry, on Koth Viaduct Pro. I just woke up, guys. Team Nut Up. They're doing a decent job so far of getting forward. They've got a Kritzkrieg! They take down Ragnar, but there is a charge ready to go from Billy Mays. And is he also using crits? Yes, he is. So both teams on the crits here on Viaduct, which is pretty darn surprising. Of course, in most standard ESEA 6's games, you will see, for the most part, Uber charge used, because that way you get to protect the point for a very long time with it if you can maintain it. But Kritzkrieg, I mean, it helps you be aggressive and capture that point really fast. It looks like both teams had the same idea there. Space Jam in control of it right now. They do, however, lose your friend Mywo. The soldiers they exchange him for Kyle there. It does look like Elick, but I think it's just Nut Up Kyle backwards. So that's what it's all about. I gotta say, I do think I know at least one of these Nut Up or Shut Up players, possibly 2 or 3. Bravo I've seen around, Pig O Death, and Sunfish is actually Radio, with whom I made a lobby video the other day. I don't know if I actually published that one. I think I did. But then, of course, I've seen a couple of these guys around from Space Jam as well. OBJ and Ragnar both from Reddit. So if you guys have played on the Reddit servers or seen them play their games, you might know them. Scout coming in behind. This is a really good play here by this Scout. Who is that? I don't even know. That is Kittybot. So Kittybot was in position to shut down that crits very effectively, and this is why you don't see crits used that much once you're defending the point. It's really much better to use an Uber charge just so you can stand there on that point, hold your ground, and not let your opponents capture it. But we are going to see Nut Up walking into cap now. And Radio, what Uber charge is using? So we do have 20% crits so far, and they're really trying to be aggressive with this. I mean, they're not being punished too hard yet. There should be a lot more spam. There should be players jumping right on top of these guys considering where they are, but not happening yet. And there will be a regular Uber charge on this map. First time ever, possibly. So let's just take a look here. Oh man, I really want to see the quick fix used in the new update. This was played before the new update, so of course it would not have worked. Nice little soldier jump in, taking down Bravo actually. Why was he at such low health? I don't know. But it's going to be one soldier down for each team, and now, ooh, Cherokee is down as well. And this is going to be the problem here. We're going to try and find the OBJ cam, and he's going to have to do a really stellar job of aiming these crit stickies. Can he find the med? Oh, he can! No Uber for you. So that was, I mean, that was what he needed to do with it. It's just they don't have any soldiers right now, so capping the point is going to be very, very difficult. I would be surprised to see that happen at all, as OBJ is down. The soldiers did respawn, so they're trying to get in. And they're taking down most of the Nut Up team. In fact, they might even recapture here before their opponents tie them in the time. Scones coming in behind the soldier. Good scout work here by Scones. Didn't get the shots off, I don't think. Well, no, he did not. That's alright, though. We're going to watch them fight a little bit over territory. That's one of the things you can kind of imagine Viaduct here as being split into maybe like 6 or 7 different little territories. I'll show you to you in a minute. Sorry, counting is hard in the morning before you have had your coffee. Soldier jumping in, but he's jumping the wrong way to actually find this med, but the Scout is in on the med. Radio in some trouble right now. Radio, aka Sunfish, but no, she will be okay for the moment as nobody's able to jump in.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
But now the Nut Up team is in some trouble here. Their opponents have less than a minute to hold this point before they win. And there goes the crits once again. Everybody jumping back except the one soldier who does a good job of taking down Billy Mays here to jam. So pretty stellar work there by Bravo to jump in and shut that crits down pretty quickly. They still got their med, and they will now have an Uber charge. Do they have to pop it? No, they probably should. There's only 3 players left alive for the defending team here. Nice air blast, though, by your friend Mywo. Anyway, I do want to I want to go back over real quick the kind of the territories. So you've got mid, you've got this hill at mid, which is a nice little spot to hold usually. Then you've got sort of the valley and the house leading up to mid, and of course on the other side you've got this, which if you can hold this ground, then you're well on your way to either capturing mid, or if you've already hold it and you're holding the enemy's ground, that's a pretty aggressive hold. But really, if you're there and you're already holding it, you really kind of want to be where the red team is now, holding at these choke points, the doors, because this area behind the house it provides pretty decent protection for whatever team is preparing it to push. Not perfect though, and you've got to be very careful about soldiers and scouts bombing and flanking all the time if you're trying to build maneuver back there. So we'll see. These teams look like they don't quite have the tactical experience to know that, hey, the enemy has an Uber charge, we need to suicide players in. And no, actually, this is a really good aggressive pop here by the blue team. They are going to get in here and try to get the kill on Billy Mays. Can they do it, though? No, Billy Mays getting back into spawn with 96%, so that's actually going to be pretty useful as soon as OBJ comes back up. Where is he? They are going to have a crit squeak ready to go, so they're going to try to pop in and kill the blue med. But what they probably should have done when Billy Mays was at like 10% Uber before, was suicide the entire team in just to try and get a pop out of radio. There goes the crits. Not able to hit anything with this though, and I think this is probably planned out on the Nut Up team's part. They were like, okay, they're gonna have crits, we just need to back off, and they did. They got way out of the way there. Their medic is at perfect health, 50% right now. They bring out the heavy, which of course it happens a lot on Viaduct. I gotta say, it's even in like ESEA Open, sometimes into Intermediates, and even into Invite, you will see that heavy come out sometimes, especially when you're trying to hold the map, and it looks like the blue team may actually win this. They've got to hold this until you see the overtime, until the cap goes all the way down. Right now there's a soldier who's going to try and get it on the cap, but he can't do it, and if nobody stands on this cap to try and contest it, then it is going to go to the blue team. They pop the Uber, and that is round one in favor of Nut Up, or Shut Up. So we are now going to see whether Space Jam can respond. And you know, I watched that movie a long time ago, but I do recall there being a bit of a deficit for the Space Jam team with Michael Jordan on it, and they managed to come back to win. So will that happen in this game too? Will they get a miraculous, like, super stretchy arm dunk on their opponents? We will find out, as Scones is the first man to die. Their heavy is down right now, and they're getting bombed in by a couple of soldiers here, but it looks like the soldiers did not manage to jump onto the net, which is really kind of what they wanted, because the crits is going to be ready. Who are they going to pop this on, though? It's going to be tough to pop a crits on a scout. You can do it, but you are so fragile, and nice equalizer kill. This is back before the equalizer was split. Remember, this is before the update, so that was both running speed and high damage. Super awesome soldier kill, and here come the Kritzkrieg out of OBJ, but it is too late. A nice Uber pop there by Sunfish, making sure the team stays alive and can safely hold this point. There are still crit stickies right here on the point, though, so if anybody tries to come in and attack from this side and aggress on the medic, they are in for a surprise. And not the candy kind of surprise that you saw in Pyrovision. It's more like the nasty kind of surprise that you saw when Pyrovision faded away. But good snipe there by Kyle, actually. That's going to get rid of all those crit stickies, because once the demo dies, his sticky bombs disappear. He can't detonate them anymore. Kyle looking for the pick on the heavy as well, but a nice little hop there by that heavy will keep him out of range. And Kyle is having a sniper on this map. Really useful, especially if your opponents can't be aggressive. Right now, red team really, they can't be aggressive. They're going to try and push in with the crits now. Kyle got to be careful peeking his head around here, because if he's not, okay, there you go. The crits does get shut down. Billy Mays taken out again by Fender McBender this time. So every time their crits is popped, it seems like it's just not working for them all that well. They do cap the point. Sunfish popping the Uber onto that point, and oh, don't fall off right now, Kyle, or you will die. But that was a complete wipeout for their opponents. Space Jam lost all their players in that attack, so they capped it, but they are not going to be able to hold on to it, and this is part of the problem with running that crits full time. Now you see the Nut Up or Shut Up team, they expect it. They're just like, they're going to have a crits ready, so let's get ready for the crits, back the medic off until we have an Uber. Then when we have an Uber, we can be super aggressive, because it totally counters the crits. And Kyle taking a little bit of an overheal, wants to walk back and go back upstairs again. Billy Mays dies right away. Maybe we should just start watching the soldier camps here, because Kyle's not even getting a chance to get the kills. Look at how aggressive the Nut Up defense is being right now. It's not really that aggressive, actually. They're kind of holding on the point, which is fairly standard. But an aggressive defense would actually be holding like up on your opponent's balconies here, where the red team is holding right now. So it's a little bit too late to get there. But they could jump their soldiers in and try to kill this demo, for instance, if they knew where he was. Right now they're just kind of spamming, and spamming against high ground, not going to work that well. Good jump in by this soldier, though. Your friend Maiwo jumping in, forcing the Uber pop out of Sunfish, and now see whether they can actually get in on the med. They've spotted him, but I think they're going to try and stay away and just go for the soldier kill over there. But there's going to be a crits ready sooner than the Uber is ready now, because Billy Mays managed to stay alive, unless, I'm going to see, let's Bravo. Bravo.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Yeah, Bravo's going to try and jump in and go for that med. That is a wise decision here. Now, can he get him, though? Yes, he can. Bravo does get Billy Mays here to jam. Well, apparently he's also here to die. So no crits for the future. Foreseeable future, anyway. They've got to be careful. Their med doesn't die here, though. Don't want to lose a Uber charge advantage. And a nice kill by Fender McBender will save the med and not save the point yet. If you look at how far ahead the Nut Up or Shut Up team is right now in the time, 43 seconds versus 2 minutes. It's not insurmountable, but they've been doing a pretty good job of maintaining control of the point for most of this map. Space Jam trying their absolute hardest here, but the teamwork and the team strats may just not be there yet. They are holding a little bit further back than you normally see, and that's a problem against a sniper. You need to be in that sniper's face with your entire team. And so Scones is actually getting in on him. Scones, I actually don't know who that is. Sorry. I haven't seen him play too much Highlander before. Maybe he has, and I've just forgotten. I do know that OBJ and Ragnar were the two that I've seen play on Highlander teams from Reddit. Reddit West and Reddit West 2 squared, because West 2 is not enough. But no, I forget what I was talking. Oh no, if you're going to be playing against a sniper, you have to get up in his face or you're going to lose your med a lot. So far they haven't, so they're gotten lucky. But there goes the med right there, taken out by Pig O'Death. And then Pig saved by Radio there with the Uber charge, although it looked like he was in a little bit of trouble by these scouts. Scouts are coming in on this right-hand flank. And they do take down the Demo Man. So a lot of players actually down for Nut Up team right now. They need to retreat, and that is what they are doing with the med anyway.
The control point is being captured.
Walking in that direction probably was unwise. If this had been like an ESEA game, I think they would have been punished for that, for not just going straight back to spawn. But you know, Jam do also need to cap this point, because there's only 20 seconds left before they lose the round if their opponents held on to it. So, never mind, maybe not. Why does something smell like cigarette smoke? I don't smoke cigarettes. I've never smoked cigarettes. I didn't go to a bar yesterday. I was at home. I don't understand why things smell like cigarette smoke right now. It's probably just because my nose is stuffed up and my brain is funky. Weird. Okay, anyway, snipers can be devastating on this map. Right now there is no sniper, though, as Kyle is not sure if he'd really find a good sniping angle. I think he could. I think he'd get away with it, actually, because if he stood up here and he had the rest of his team jumping in like this, yeah, the rest of his team could take the attention away from him. But he's not sniping right now. Thing is, though, you absolutely have to get, like I've said 5 times during this game, you have to get in the sniper's face. If you don't, you're in trouble. And these teams may not really have the presence of mind to understand that, to be like, oh, they have a sniper, we need to get aggressive. That is a scary thing to do when you're, when you're playing against a sniper, because you're like, oh, he's going to shoot my head off, or oh, he's going to shoot my medic, and it makes you hesitant, but you just can't be that way. Anyway, good attempt to cap here, but it's not going to work, and Nut Up or Shut Up going up 2-0, and this is starting to look like the early stages of that Space Jam movie, where, Tweety was in the iron lung, and of course Wile E. Coyote was looking all like broken bones and stuff. This is what this is looking like for Space Jam right now. Not looking good. So they need to come up with something better. Maybe get some extra heart going or something like that. OBJ grabbing a health kit here, so he'll be coming back in the fight pretty soon. But we're watching the Pig O'Death cam right now, who is doing a pretty decent job of spamming. Scones gets taken out, so he's the first casualty of this fight. Nice little bomb in by this soldier. Who is that? Not Ragnar, that's for sure. Ragnar's still alive. Pig's jumping in now on the med, though. Nice kill by Pig. He does get taken down. I think I might have played against Pig O'Death before. He is not a bad demo man at all. He's got some decent game sense on him, too. You saw, I don't know whether it was called out or whether he just saw them up there, but, I mean, as soon as he realized the med and demo were up there with, like, no air shot protection, he was just like, oh, I can jump in and kill that. Cool. So he did. Oh, knowing when you can go for those air shots, or not air shots, but dive bombs as a demo man and get away with them, it's not an easy thing to know, actually. Pretty much, if your opponents don't have soldiers or scouts protecting something, then you might be able to go for it. Okay. Nice little equalizer kill there by Fender McBender. Not the same as Bender bending Rodriguez, though, made in Mexico. Very, very different players. And actually, actually don't know if there is a Bending Rodriguez player in UGC League. What is Fender doing right now? Okay, he's just kind of hanging out. And Space Jam, they are trying to build the Uber again. Sunfish not building Uber at all at the moment. There you go, they are finally doing that. And looks like a regular Uber now out of the red team. So Space Jam using that regular Ubs. Will they need to use it right now? They might want to just get in their opponent's faces, so they might want to use this to be aggressive. But no, never mind. No, they shouldn't, because they just killed the enemy med. So maintaining Uber advantage now is pretty vital. We are probably going to see a bomb in from the blue team. Normally, when you've lost your med, your opponents have an advantage. What you do is you send all your team in and try to get the enemy med to pop and just suicide. Because there's really almost no loss there. Yeah, you lose a bunch of players, but you're trying to build that Uber advantage up anyway. So by the time you all respawn, especially when you don't hold the point, you respawn so fast, you're not even going to have Uber yet. So really, we should be seeing these players try to suicide in and get the med pick, and instead they're just kind of making a soft non-Uber push over here on the left-hand side. Not what I want to see. Not what I want to see at all. So hopefully they do jump in here and force the pop out of Billy Mays pretty soon. Instead, Radio, getting so low on health right now. Sunfish, that is, down to about 60% health. No, I'm sorry, 60% Uber, 40% health if we look at percentage-wise, but that's dumb because whatever. Anyway, Nut Up, they are building the Uber up. It's just they're going to be even Uber versus Uber situation by the time they're done with this, and they've hardly got, they haven't gotten any kills. They haven't gotten any sort of force pop out of Billy Mays, and so that's not a position that you really want to be pushing in. Ragnar does get taken out, so that's a pick. They're actually going to, that's decent, but oh, they lose Fender right away. Fender jumped in a little bit early in front of the rest of his team, and, you know, good thought, but it was way too late for that. He should have been doing that, like, a minute ago. Anyway, both Ubers are popped now, and you see a lot of multi-Ubering from the Nut Up team, which does mean their Uber is going to fade away quite a bit faster than the red team's. Red still in position on this point. They've got some blue crashing into it. But Space Jam, I don't know, man. They're holding on to it right now, so it looks like this is maybe after halftime for the Space Jam team. Oh, they're even jumping in with your friend Maiwa, going straight for the medic shots and manages to take her down. Nut Up, or Shut Up, apparently has shut up this round. They are finally getting on this point here again, but they're going to have a significant time deficit. Pigo Death looking like he wanted to pull out an equalizer too, but you know. Okay, Bravo, hang on there. Who was it who came onto the court like after halftime and filled in? It was Bill Murray. Bill Murray coming back to help out the Space Jam team. Maybe that's what's happening right now. OBJ is going to come in and do some damage. But Michael Jordan, of course, carrying the team. He did a pretty good job of that, I'd have to say. So we're going to call OBJ Michael Jordan at the moment, I think. Because, yep, he is definitely top fragging on his team. Doing some decent damage there, too. Takes down a Fender McBender, and he's going to keep killing him, apparently. He's trash talking just a little bit. Not something you'd expect out of Michael Jordan, actually. I think he was a big fan of the trash talk. That's okay, though. And we do have Space Jam looking like they want to make a push onto the point. They've got 6 against 4, no med for their opponents. There is a heavy, but he's not even on the scene right now. And yet they didn't get, they got like 1 kill there. Pigo Death, there goes Bravo now as well, so he's been taken out. There is a heavy on the ridge. That is a fairly standard position for the heavy, so you're going to see they've at least known their standard pushes and holds and whatever else there. Although the forward aggressive hold I have not seen really out of either team. It's pretty much just once they hold the point, they stand on the point, which is okay. You know, you see that in pickup games. Sometimes you see that in ESEA Open and Intermediate as well. But usually if you hold the point and your opponents are like all respawning, you get up here and you just spam those choke points so they can't even get close. You just force their Ubers that way and you get a bunch of kills and whatever. So it's usually a useful thing. Billy Mays, now here's the thing. He does not want to pop this Uber too late. He needs to keep his team alive, and he's already lost 2 players here just because of this push. Now, his opponents have lost 2 players as well, so that's not too bad. 10 seconds left, though. Just pop the Uber. Pop it. Pop. You don't have to. You just have to pop the Uber. There you go. All they have to do is stand on the point with the Uber, and they block any sort of capture, so there's basically no way that their opponents can ever cap it. There you go. That is going to be a round in favor of Space Jam, so Bill Murray helping the team out. Michael Jordan, you know, feeling a little bit of a morale boost, possibly. Let's see what the Maiwo rollout looks like here. Oops. I do that all the time. I can't criticize, but, you know, just missing that one rocket. Oh, and there's a nice little set of jumps. And he's, oh, I like this, actually. Getting some nice little high ground perch here. So he's not taking a lot of damage from his opponents, but able to spam down very effectively. It's just they've lost their demo man at the moment, and oh, now he's going to take damage. That Heavy has finally decided to target him. But he's still got good positioning, dealing some damage. It's just the rest of his team can't really clean that up because they are down a couple players right now. You do see Cherokee Jam, the pocket soldier at the moment. Oh, trying to stay away from those sticky bombs. I do not want to let the med die like that. So both teams pretty much have Uber now. Billy Mays getting his just now. And no need for radio to pop freeze at the moment because her entire team is still alive. Right up until Fender McGunder died there, but he did, I think, maybe make a play. As Scones, Maiwo, and Cherokee are all down. And I really would not push yet. There you go, Maiwo coming back up on the sniper. Not a bad choice. The opponents are very much going to be in his view. Now, they are also going to be able to be aggressive. So let's see if they actually do this. We've got a sniper on red. We've got an opportunity, if they see him, for Nut Up to be very aggressive against this sniper. And that's what they should do. They know there's a sniper now. They know he's here. They need to bomb a soldier and a scout. And there you go. Immediately, the scout runs up to him. But, oh, he is protected. Ragnar does a really good job of killing Kittybot. So, actually, good defense there on that sniper. He will stay alive. And will he try to go for some more kills? He is on the ridge now. Well, the battlement's really on the ridge. Pig O' Death gets taken out, and so it's really, he's looking for the med, but I think the med is going to be back in spawn. So the aggression, maybe just a little bit late. You did see that scout trying to rush up into Maiwo's face, but he did get protected by his own scout. That scout should have been rushing up maybe just a little bit faster. I didn't see whether he was really able to do that, so who knows. Excuse me. But we do have a sniper who is being really treated right now, being dealt with by the Nut Up team. And now at this point, he's so far away. Oh, there you go. Counter sniper. That is the other way to deal with snipers in this map, is to counter snipe. It's either be aggressive or have a better sniper. So who is the better sniper? Is Maiwo even going to try and play these games again? I think he is. That's not going to be a hit at all, my friend. Although, to be fair, what we see in STV is not what he sees on his screen. I think we've proven that pretty consistently. Like, it usually shows things a bit too low, and it shows them like way too late, and blah blah blah. So, Maiwo going for the shots here though. Oh, can't hit anything. Although the Uber is forced actually. Maybe he did hit a body shot there on radio. Has popped the Uber now. They're gonna have to back up. Get maybe a little bit too aggressive here, considering how low health radio is gonna be at. Yep, there you go. Probably should have fallen back to a health kit a little bit faster there. But the team Nut Up losing a bunch of players, and still Space Jam in the lead on times here. Sounds like Kyle is up on the sniper now. And is he going to be able to get anything done? Yes, he is. It's going to be Maiwo down, and so using the counter sniper finally to take down that enemy snipes. Which does mean now he'll have kind of free reign to take more headshots at these guys. Oh, nice shot on Ragnar, who is overhealed. So it's always good to get those overhealed scouts out of the way so the rest of your team can push in. And that is exactly what Nut Up is doing. They are pushing in now. Why does it sound like it's a sentry? Am I just going crazy today? I smell cigarette smoke. I hear sentries beeping. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Just in time for ESEA LAN. And by the way, ESEA LAN! It's this weekend, so you need to come by and check it out if at all possible. If you're going to be in Dallas, come say hi. If you're not going to be in Dallas, well, that's too bad. But you should totally watch the ESEA Orange stream. That's where it's going to be. We're going to have Seabear and Sigma casting. I'm going to be doing interviews on site. It's just going to be a wicked fun time. So do tune in and tell our friends to tune in. Tell them to make this like one of the biggest TF2 events of all time. Because it pretty much is. I mean, we're going to have the best teams, the best casters, we're going to have the best production we've ever had yet because the interviews will be so much more official. I mean, it's going to be awesome. Tell people to tune in. This is what TF2 is going to be all about. Pop an Uber on the sniper. Kyle using that SMG to not get anything done at all. Interesting. Interesting. And there he goes. Sorry, Kyle. You caught your moment of glory there, and it was not really all that glorious. Fender getting taken out here, and so Space Jam. Welcome to the Space Jam. Holding on to the point here for a while longer yet. The times are pretty close right now, as OBJ needs some ammunition. There you go. He will be fully reloaded and ready to trap people to death there using those sticky trap spots. I mean, fairly standard spots, but if you're not waiting and listening for them, listening, what am I talking about? If you're not waiting and expecting them, you might just end up dead.
Our control point is being captured.
So it looks like there was a kill there, but now OBJ just going to be doing some regular old sticky spam into his opponents. And They are getting ready to push, though, through kind of this little main entrance there. Problem is, time's looking uneven here for Nut Up or Shut Up. And right now, I do think that Space Jam might be able to tie this up. They need to hold on to it, though. They have not popped the Uber yet, and this is the problem with not popping the Uber until it is too late, is that they've lost 3 players and haven't gotten any kills. Oh, was that one rocket getting 3 kills, though? I think it was. I think Cherokee Jam might have just killed 3 players with 1 rocket. He did. Maybe 2 rockets. Maybe. Billy Mays looking for the kill on the soldier, just barely dodging the rocket. Can he get it? Looks like Nut Up trying to cap the point, but they can't quite get that either. And so I do think Space Jam actually going to hold on here. And they are going to win this round with 60 seconds left to go for their opponents. They're losing players again, but this push, is it going to work? I don't know. This is that ridiculous time where everybody who spawns immediately rushes that point, but it is not too late yet. Soldier gets popped up into the air, but there's another soldier here. How long is this going to last? Longest overtime of my life. And there you go. Space Jam do take it 2-2. So we're going to see whether, I think they're going to go to half after 3 points, I believe. So we'll see whether the Space Jam team manages to take it to half, or whether Nut Up or Shut Up will be the ones to be the victors in this round. Pigo Death down right away, which is a fairly important pick. No Demo Man means a lot less damage on the field for your team. Tough to get those kills, but they do have Kittybot on the sniper. And I gotta tell you, have you seen that picture of like the little kitten sitting next to a sniper rifle in a window? Because that kitten cannot operate a sniper rifle. There's just no way. But Kittybot, I mean, we're talking about a robot kitty. Yeah, a robot kitty could have easily killed JFK. No problem at that distance, okay? No problem at all. And does Bravo have a Community Sparkle rocket launcher? Community Sparkle anything? What's going on? Why do I see sparkles? I don't know. Team Nut Up, though, jumping in, and this is what you have to do against the sniper right here. Bravo finding the sniper, immediately jumping on top of him. There's nothing a sniper can do about that unless he is just, like, aimbotting. Usually. Sometimes he can get the headshot. But, of course, you saw Bravo wasn't doing too much in the way of air strafing. Nice positioning. Is he going to force the Uber? Yes! Billy Mays had to pop Uber there. That's how you hold as well, guys. When you hold the point, especially if you have an Uber disadvantage, you know your opponents are going to be coming back in. Hold those chokes, just like Bravo did. You can actually hold a little bit further back if you want to, stand on the high ground on those houses, but watch the chokes. Kittybot getting a nice kill there on your friend Maiwo. And so they are punishing the Space Jam team for pushing in here. Even with a scout in on the med, can they finish up the damage, though? 63 health left on Billy Mays. Where's Billy? Where's Billy? Oh, Ragnar is in position right now. Taking down Kittybot instead of the medic, and that is actually a really good decision. Going for that sniper instead of the med, because that's going to let the rest of his team stay forward and not get their own med decapitated, head shot off. And it seems like a crit screen coming in, but those grit stickies not doing any damage. Oh, if they just detonated the one a little bit earlier, that would have killed somebody, but it didn't. So crit's not getting anything right now. And that's a tough thing to do, to just switch up to the crits and be that aggressive when you need to, because your team may not be ready for it. Looks like they weren't. And in fact, the Space Jam team is sitting pretty far back. Market Gardner coming out. That's not going to help at all. And it's just Ragnar left alive for Space Jam. He's trying to stop his point capture. 9 health left. I don't think he'll get a kill, but he's still doing some damage. And everybody kind of retreating there after they cap the point. Pigo Death going to lay down some sticky traps, but again, here's what I think they should be doing, is kind of leaving their soldiers standing up on this ridge. But it's too late now. The Space Jam team is bringing in pretty much all their players, being super aggressive actually. And I mean, they've been given a lot of space to work with, so being aggressive, nice and easy when you get that much space. Fender trying to take down these players here, but he's going to be shot from behind in a minute. Yeah, there's a scout right there on the point. Not able to cap just yet. Fender looks like he has played his share of MGE on this point. The Viaduct middle takes some damage. He's going to have to retreat, but no problem for that equalizer. And there goes Kyle. Kittybot back on the sniper again. Looks like getting some headshots. It sounds like, I mean, and there is going to be another Kritzkrieg out of radio. Is it going to work, though? Right now, the times are even, and there you go. Finally, Space Jam recaptures. Oh, Kittybot once again taken down by the scouts. This is how you shut down these snipers. So this is why snipers really aren't that super useful on this map against teams that know what they're doing. There's a lot of long sniper lanes, but as long as you have a scout or a soldier in an aggressive position, there's no problem, because the sniper isn't going to be able to cover all of his own flanks. Defender going to jump in against his demo man. Nice kill there. Realized OBJ was way out of position by himself, and so did get that kill. And is now going to have to run away. Oh, actually, maybe not running away. Oh, get away from there, Fender. Oh, he's going to die. Nobody chased him. He had 8 health left. Okay, well, anyway. They do now have a heavy up on the point. That is how you defend a point right there, with a heavy standing on it. Spun up, ready to knock anybody out of the air. But actually, no, don't spin up right now. You need to run away, run away. Oh, Kittybot, Pig, both down. Where is the heavy? Bravo is just out somewhere else. Not protecting the med. Where is Bravo? Bravo? Bravo. Oh, no. Heavy totally countered by Sniper, though. Heavy cannot be aggressive against the Sniper because he's not going to be fast enough to get there. So Sniper will be able to shave his head right off. Where is he? Where's the Heavy? My way, you got to find him. It's your job. Oh, he's found him. He's found him. No, what are you doing? He had a free shot on the med. He's worried about these scouts on the flank, though. That's the problem. And nice little crit spree coming in, taking out a couple players. Ragnar's down. Billy Mays is down, so no med. That is who you got to kill with those crits every time. If you don't kill the enemy med, they're just going to get an Uber up and wreck your team. So you have to kill the enemy med with the crits. And if you get other kills, bonus. Which is pretty much what happened here. Nut up or shut up now, trying to even up the times. Can they bring it to halftime? Well, depends. Can they hold on to the point for another 45 seconds? The times are close enough here that this is going to be a pretty darn good game. Cherokee wants to maybe get aggressive here, but he's starting to take just a little bit of spam from that Heavy. And meanwhile, their flanks are not that well covered. Nice shot on the scouts up there, but oh, these scouts are getting really aggressive right now. Radio is down, though, to the Sniper. And now Maiwo is going on a spree. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. I'm going to have to watch his camera because he's already gotten 2 kills. Can he get any more? Well, not yet he can't, but he's working on it. And oh, there you go. Takes down the Heavy. I think that's going to be the round. 10 seconds left. So, I mean, if Nut Up or Shut Up can put up one more solid push and capture the point, they could win the round. But they don't have a lot of time to do that, and Billy Mays has an Uber charge ready. So, oh no, losing a soldier right off the bat there, and they're not able to be aggressive against the Sniper. This is where the Sniper shines. If he's really far back, the rest of his team's really far forward, and you can't get anybody in behind, this is how you win. Sniper's trying to stop this capture along with the rest of his team. The Uber is there. They are going to take down everybody who gets on that point. There is still somebody trying to contest it, but there you go. Space Jam bringing it to the halftime, 3-2. Oh, and going into the half, this already looks awesome. So we are going to see Space Jam in the blue. Were they in the blue before? I don't remember. Probably not. But your friend Maiwo right away on the spy to open the half. What epicness are we going to see here? Probably nothing, because I'm going to be frank, spy doesn't usually work in 6v6. And I remember hearing Tyrone talk about it. Oh, he gets taken out right away. They knew. They knew. Somebody probably saw him decloak. But yeah, I remember Tyrone talking about it. He's like, I love Spy in 6v6. It's either totally epic or totally derpy, and I have to agree with that. Anyway, incoming aggression from the Space Jam team in the blue right now. No, they were in the red last half. Duh. Okay, so yes, they did switch colors. And that aggression is from those scouts looking really solid right up until Pig O'Death just says no sir and pipes him in the face. I tell you what, you take one pipe as a scout, if you're not at full health, you're dead. Because it's like 110, 108 damage, something like that, just from one pipe hitting you directly. No matter what distance it's at. So, crazy. Kittybot going on a spree right now, forcing the Uber out of Billy Mays a little bit early. Very good force. Almost got the kill, actually, because you look at how low health Billy Mays is. We could make a joke about Billy Mays actually being at 0 health. Because he's dead. Rest in peace, Billy Mays. But a nice series of kills here by Space Jam is going to hold on to the point for them for a little while. And oh, this is what I wanted to see before. Oh no, Kittybot though coming in and killing OBJ. It was not your time, man. But no, I mean, it's what I want to see is getting up to those choke points and trying to hold them. It's just that if you're going to do that, you have to make sure there aren't any enemies, you know, behind you. Which apparently the Nut Up team did not pay attention, or the Space Jam team, I mean, did not pay attention to. So they are losing a bunch of players here. And Nut Up going to recap that point right away. I think I'm pretty solid. Pretty darn solid. Anyway, quick notes on the ESEA season. If you guys are still watching and you are interested in watching the stream for ESEA, I'll let you guys know kind of what the ban list and all that looks like. So I think the escape plan, the new speedy equalizer, is allowed. So they have allowed that for the ESEA whitelist, which is good because that's pretty much what all the players are going to use. It's, you know, that was the main benefit of the equalizer. It's just that you happen to be able to get crazy kills with it. And then, let's see what else we're talking about. Oh, they disallowed the goggles. There will be no pyrovision from any of the players in the tournament. Oh, what an air shot by Fender! Oh, ridiculous. Pretty sweet right there, and that is going to be the catalyst for walking in and trying to defend this point here against the incoming Space Jam team. They don't even have an Uber yet. Sunfish in some trouble, though, pulling out the needles, and that's not going to save her. So Space Jam could get right back in. They do recapture the point right away. And now they just need to build that Uber. Build the Uber. Uh-oh, Kyle kind of had he has a shot on the med, but he only got a body shot there. And he's getting jumped. That's how you deal with a sniper. Can't even get away. What was I talking about? Oh, man. No, pyrovision goggles not allowed for the players. On the other hand, I think it's allowed for spectators, so we might see some goofiness from the stream. Who knows? Who knows? But it is going to be a really huge event, so do tell your friends to drop by the stream if they've got any time this weekend, just to see what this competitive TF2 thing is all about that you keep watching, because it's going to be amazing. Bravo jumping right in on top of the med, forcing the Uber very quickly out of Billy Mays here to jam. I tell you what, a better name there is not. And Scone's going to stand here with his nice 450 health on the point. That's going to take a lot of time to kill him unless they bring a sniper out. And right now, there is no sniper. There is a heavy. Kyle is on the heavy at the moment, but there is no sniper for the red team. So pushing out here will be tough. Can they take this away from the Space Jam? Because right now, Space Jam is looking like they're about to win. Where it is played until 4. So Space Jam could very easily win this.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Right. Where's I going with that? Sorry, allergies are just killer. They do have a heavy and a sniper on this point right now, and still have at least one scout. Oh, incoming crits! That'll kill the heavy pretty quickly. He did still do some damage, but Space Jam team losing a couple players here. Billy May's going to have to back off. He almost has Uber ready to go. He just needs to back away, keep on the sniper for a little bit, build that Uber up, and he can walk back in with the soldier. Maybe get some kills. No! Don't go in with the Uber now. This is such a terrible idea. Don't do it! Oh, they are in a really forward position here. This is scary. They're going to get forced way early. They need to get the rest of their team up first. But no, Billy May's taking too much damage. He does have to pop right away. Oh, he should not have been standing there. Just should not have been standing there. With that 100% Uber and only like 3 players up, he should have been all the way back at spawn, waiting for the rest of his team to respawn so they could gather up, push together, and make the Uber worth it. Because right now, that Uber force that you just saw, that was not worth it at all. And so the Space Jam team losing almost everybody. They do have Maiwo on the sniper right now. He's going to look to see if he can't get the med maybe. But no, I think Nutup may actually win this round and tie the game. Because there was a little bit of a misstep there by not just the med, but the entire Space Jam team not really realizing, hey, we should be here, we're going to get bombed, and we're going to get Uber forced early. And that's just what happens. Maiwo looking for a kill on this bombing soldier, but Billy May's taken down once again. That forward hold does not work if you can't get it just right. And boom, bunch of players dying. That's going to mean it is tied 3-3. It doesn't look like 3-3 in the scores at the moment because of course things reset after the halftime. But it's 3-3, and that means whoever wins this round wins the game between Nutup or Shutup and Space Jam. So right away, some good aggressive positioning here by the Nutup team, but Scones with the beat shots. Katie-Bot taken down, never stood a chance. Bravo is in behind the enemy team though. Spots the med, you're going to start spamming down on him, and Billy Mays is taken down right away. Bravo does die himself, but he did his job. And the announcer sounds really, like, weird and tinny today. I don't know what that is. Again, probably I'm just going crazy. Sunfish does have the Uber ready to go. Is that an Uber or crits? It is a crits, so we're going to keep on the Pig O Death Cam because, of course, watching the crit stickies is just amazing. And Pig O Death going to start laying down sticks here. It's pretty standard trap spots, just in case anybody tries to jump in and kill the med. Decent protection there. Uh-oh, there's a sniper. So Maiwo on the sniping. And there goes the crits. What just happened to my view models, I don't know, but it's kind of hilarious. So we're... What is going on? Thanks, TF2. That made my day. I have to drive to Dallas soon. Pico Death actually camping spawn. That's cute. But he is going to have to retreat here right now. Do not want to lose your Demo Man. Good retreat there. Realizing, okay, let's get the med. And Sunfish, where are you? 45, 48% crits. So they will not have the crits in time to deal with this Uber from Billy Mays. So how are they going to deal with that? That's the question. There is going to be an Uber coming in fairly soon from the blue team. Is that a Pyro? That is a Pyro. Incoming Uber right now. They just have to back away from it and stay alive. Right now, Sunfish is taking some hits, but gets away into spawn. Pico Death, meanwhile, having a duel of death with the opposing Demo Man, and he managed to predict exactly where that Demo was going to go, trying to get back to the health kit. Not going to work. Space Jam hold the point right now, but for how long? Because Pico Death is about to have crits. And Pico Death with crits is a nasty thing. There should be a soldier trying to bomb in to kill the med here, but it's not happening yet. Anyway, coming crits. Boom, boom, and any more booms? Another boom, although that was Ragnar actually getting the kill. But that was a good series of kills there for the NetUp team, so they've taken half the time off so far, 1:30 out of that 3 minutes, and do look in position to take a decent chunk out of it again. They're going to have a slightly faster crits than their opponents have Uber, so here's what needs to happen. Billy Mays needs to build his Uber in spawn, and the rest of his team needs to push forward and try to get the kills. Is that what's going to happen, though? No. Billy Mays instead is standing on the ridge. Easy bomb territory, and as I call it, Billy Mays gets bombed by Bravo. So that just comes from experience. Sometimes, you know, if you don't know, like, oh, here's how the standard way to play the map is, then it's hard to figure that out in the heat of the moment and in the middle of the game. But pretty much, yeah, what should have been happening there, because their opponents had basically a crits advantage, is they should have held the medic all the way back in spawn. And they should be doing that. They should be trying to force the enemy to pop or drop the crits, keeping the medic in spawn. This is not a bad place either. They've got to watch for the bombs, but at least the medic can get back in that door if he wants to. And really right now, the NetUp team is not being too aggressive here, so they don't have to worry too much. But I tell you, they need to get the Uber up. They absolutely have to get this push to work properly, or else they just have to get really lucky with the kills. Crits coming in right now. They did force the pop early. That's good. Billy Mays, where is he right now? He needs to be back in spawn. Billy, where are you? Are you in spawn? Okay, yeah, he's close enough. So that's good. He's hidden. That means he's building the Uber, but they need to get in and cap right away. So it's actually a little bit too late. Where is the capture? They don't have anybody going in, and if they don't, that does mean that they are going to lose. Heavy actually dropping that soldier off the point, and that does mean that's it. That's going to be the game. Nut up or shut up. Win 4-3. Pretty wicked, guys. That was UGC Steel level 6v6, and if you think you have what it takes to play some sixes, I tell you, get into the UGC League with your team. Do recall that a lot of the Highlander players are starting to make that switch now to 6v6, which is pretty awesome. A lot of these guys apparently on the Syndicate from the NetUp team. So that is, of course, one of the top Highlander teams in existence. I think they have Stabby, or at least had Stabby. Anyway, do stay tuned, guys, to my channel for more competitive Team Fortress 2 action. YouTube.com/fatmop, because I do love my little subscriptions. But also stay tuned for all the big stuff that is happening pretty soon with ESEA LAN this weekend, with I-46 Decider Tournament coming up the weekend after that. There's going to be Communities versus Pros on July 14th. There's going to be like some wicked awesome TF2 stuff coming up. So I want to see our viewer numbers just skyrocket over on XTV. If they don't, I'm going to be sad. I'm really sad. So it's up to you to come help us out and help bring the viewers to TF2 and show them just what it's like at the end of the season for Team Fortress 2, and just how awesome these games are. Stay tuned, guys.